This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday, May the 29th. Welcome to my desk and welcome to Fib Diggity. Fib Diggity, where the friends are the best. Yes, friends in the box are hot diggity dog friends. Fib Diggity. So welcome in, welcome. As Jacqueline at Lovely's Crafting Lodge would say, welcome to your weekend. Yes, she would say that, wouldn't she? I was at her sale this afternoon, got a lot of neat things. Yes, ma'am. Who popped in? Who popped in? Live chat. Welcome to your... Oh, hey, girl, hey. She would also say, hey, girl, hey. I have two main things I want to do tonight. I did not stream this morning because it was rainy and stormy, and I do not like to be online when it's rainy and stormy. Let me get over here to my YouTube channel if I can find it here. What do I do with it? Oh, that's my Verizon account. Where'd you put my YouTube channel? Gmail. Oh, I'm not on my home page. There we go. And let me turn the sound down and go to my channel. That's Jacqueline's sale. And here we are. Yep. We had rain this morning and my brother came in and said, the morning glories have taken over the tomatoes and the cucumbers. They just pop right out of the ground. I had to go out this morning and pull all the morning glories out of the tomatoes and cucumbers and zucchini. There she is. Hi, Vale. Hi, Jacqueline. Hey, girl, hey. I am too. I was looking for something like that, Jacqueline. Thank you so very much for that. She dyed she's calling it a scarf. I think it's like a table runner. Is it all cotton or is it sheer? I didn't ask you that. I was busy putting my me in there. Hi, Vale. Welcome in, Vale. Vale, I think I saw when I very first came in that you gifted me something. I want to thank you for that. If you didn't, well, I thank you for for saying hello to me. Jay, good sale today. It was a really good sale. You're whipped. You're really tired. I'll bet that does tire you out, Jacqueline, keeping track of all of that. And Jacqueline works full time, and she has a family and a house to take care of. So, and she creates all that beautiful dyed papers. And she's got the invoice this weekend. Have a good weekend, Jacqueline. Oh, it's a runner. Yes, it's cotton. Oh, that is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Jacqueline. Oh, Jacqueline and Vale are talking. Yes, Meri. Thank you so much, Vale. You are too kind to me. Way too kind. And I see I have 7 people in here. So some of you are up in the balcony, and welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Enjoy your view from the balcony. Let's see. I need to set my quality up here. Quality. And I like to set it to 1080. That's the highest it will go. So it came this week, and I've been wanting to open it, a sale package from Rebekah Wills. Rebekah and Jacqueline are the main people that I go to the auctions, the online sales. I did check, Debbie Epps is going to sell, I think, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central, and she always does a pre-sale, and I fell in love with some watercolor sets that she was going to sell. And by the time I messaged her, they were all gone. So I guess they weren't for me. So, and I didn't see anything else that called my name. But she does really nice things. Debbie Epps does. And she was selling some other things that on her desk that in her de-stash that she was just wanting to get rid of. So if you're not interested in dyed paper, she does have some other things. Rebekah does a lot of varied things. Jacqueline does a lot of dyed papers, but she also has people come in, and was it Heidi that did those really awesome hidden paper clip things? And I'm emptying this package here. I guess I got it all empty. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Vale. It's good to see you, too. Wait till you see what she gave you, Mary. It's gorgeous. Vale, what did you do? What did you do? Thank you so much in advance. It sounds, now you got my curiosity. I might have to go check the replay. Hi, Sherry Van. I know Sherry messaged me and said, I need to get my Mary fix. And I said, I'll be on tomorrow morning. And then I wasn't. I felt so bad. Welcome in, Sherry Van. And who else is here? Joyce? Joyce Boring. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, lady. It's good to see you. It's something different but special, Mary. Oh, really? Well, now I'm curious. I don't know if I can wait until Jacqueline invoices me and I get it. I might have to go look. I might have to do a sneak peek. Yes, I'm almost done with the garden planting. Now it's doing that. I'm trying to catch all those morning glories before they bloom again. And so it's every day I have to go out there and weed morning glories. But she really attached this down. Looks like she glued it. If I can get in there. I don't want to get the address on the other side. There we go. I think I'm getting the bottom of the envelope here. I'm just going to cut it, Mary, cut it, Dee Dee says. And Dee Dee was cutting up journals the other day, and I had to get out in the garden. So if I haven't been watching very many videos, I spend about 4 days out in that yard, and it's still just a yard. Nothing special. But if I didn't spend my time out there, it would be a mess. You know what? I'm working at getting into this package. Going about it the wrong way, I guess. Oh, I'm still not there. Cut it, Barry, cut it. Let's just cut it this way. This one will be one for the trash. And what did she wrap up in here? Oh, I got some roaches. We'll open those separately. It's been a while. It's been a while on some of these things. She saved my invoice for 2 weeks worth. And I think I missed her sale last weekend. Did I get everything? I think I did. This will go in the trash. And these are some fabric lace pieces. I think she was selling several of these. They're kind of scrappy bags. Scrap pieces. It's a lace bundle. Can you guys see, or do I need to zoom in a little? Let me zoom in a little. Now, the last time I zoomed in, I lost sound. So if I don't have sound, yell at me. On this phone, it's kind of picky. No, that was on my other phone. I should be okay here. Beautiful lace. Do I have a dark paper? Let me grab one of these sunshine papers. Sunshine. I'll have to put some lace in my sunshine journal. That's really pretty. And it looks like there might be about a yard of it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to put it back in here. I'm going to put it in this ball jar that I got at the thrift store. It's out here somewhere. It's hiding. It's hiding. Oh, what did I do with it? Where's my ball jar? Well, I guess I'll wait until I find the jar. Huh. Who took my ball jar? Who was the gremlin who came in here? I don't know what I did with it. I guess I won't put it in there right now. I don't want to hunt all around for it. It's probably across the room. And here's some pretty, this is kind of a off color, kind of a light green. Boy, that's pretty lace though. Wow. And there might be a couple yards of it here. It feels like more than a yard. Wow, that is pretty. And some more beautiful lace. It was a bundle. And I already threw my bag away. Might have to reach in the trash and get it. I can't read what she wrote here. Oh, it's got it upside down. There were 27 pieces in there. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 27 total pieces, I think. And I don't know if I bought these separately. Looks like I did. Because there was a mark on this one. This one is a yardage. Or a fat quarter or a half yard, whatever. It's really pretty. I can cut this into strips. Beautiful. Rebekah does a lot of things with lace and vintage things. So she stocked up on this. And she uses beautiful, beautiful laces. Beautiful. I don't know where she gets them all, but she manages to find them. Gorgeous laces. I'm going to have to find a bag to put all this in. I want my ball jar. Look at this one. Oh, this one is awesome. Oh, that would go really good in the Sunshine Journal. Oh, wow. And I might even put one of the, I'm still working on my zine journal. I might put one of these in the zine journal. Looks like a sunflower. And here's kind of a scarf type lace. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful laces. And here's another one that looks like it's a fabric. It's an eyelet type lace. I'm going to take these and put on the inside of it. Like that. And here's some coral. Oh, this is like that other one, only it's more of a coral pinkish color. Beautiful. Beautiful laces. This one's kind of a, now I don't have good lighting in here. This might be a blue, grayish blue color. Oh, awesomeness. Awesomeness. And this one feels silky. And it's got embroidery on it. And looks like there's some other things in here. And so let's just wrap this back up. And if Penelope can spare a pin, here's another, oh, this is another bag of it, I think. Wow. Can you spare a pin, Penelope? She said, help, help, she's taking my pins. She says, I'm still waiting for my new outfit, Meri. I guess we'll just use 2 of them. And I'll find that ball jar after the stream. And here are some, these are CD packages with something inside. It says something on there. Thank you. It's a thank you. It says, thank you for your order. And it looks like a CD packages with little clusters in it. I'm gonna see if I can't trim it there. I don't want to cut all of the text. I can't get in there. Penelope, I need another pen. Yes, ma'am, that's why I'm here. She's up here on her throne that I make out of rolls of tape. Let me turn my overhead light on. That helped a little. Well, I cut that, and I still can't get in there. I guess I'm going to have to cut it some more. Oh, I was pulling the wrong one. She seals things really good. It's glued down. That's why I can't get in it. Let me just cut it. I think I'll cut it on a side here. And she put little, I think they're like little inchies in here. Little, oh, they're stickers. They're little snippets of tape. Oh, how cool is that? I'll use those. What a neat idea. Rebekah comes up with some really good ideas. So there's that. And here's another one, and I learned my lesson on the first one. We'll cut the second one. And I'm sure it's more of the same. This is from Rebekah Wells. She has sales on Sunday afternoons around 1:30 Central. More sticker tape. And I like what she uses. I don't know what she uses, but it's really strong. I've used some of her washi tape from before, and these are just little snippets of them. Thank you, Rebekah. I'll use those. This is Jacqueline's paper. I just pulled it out to... And this is some Braille paper. $3 for several sheets of Braille. And I'll be putting this in my journal. I can feel it. I can't read Braille, but I can feel the little dot dots. Several sheets of it here. Feels like about 10 maybe. And I got a paper pack here, it feels like a rice paper or a handmade paper, and some foreign language. Some foreign language papers. I'm not going to take it all out, but you can see that there's some, I think this is like mulberry paper or rice paper. It's kind of a tan color. And then there's some foreign language paper and braille papers. And in here are several goodies. Ooh, more lace. Oh, gorgeousness. I think these are some tags that she made. Oh, it's a tag flip of crochet. These are cool. This cost me $5.50, but it's well worth it. She starts out with a, I guess, is this part of the start with a doily on top here, and then you flip to another smaller doily, and then she gets into the tags where she puts this beautiful lace on it, and then you can put things in here. And look at this lace. It's gorgeous. That's what I said. She does a lot of things with lace. She's very creative. I would have never thought to do this. And this is kind of a light blue hanky type thing, and then she put lace on there. I've got some hankies that would go good like that. Very nice. I like this one a lot. Except I've got it all out of sync here. Gorgeous! There we go. And I think this one either goes on the top or the back. I guess it goes on the back like that. Very nice. And here's a... It's a lace with a book page. And let me open it up here, see what I have. Once I find the opening. This one was $6. Can't get the label off of it. Come that way, Mary. I don't know if these are just samples or if it's collaged on a paper. Let's see what this is. If this is collaged on there, I think it's collaged on. And then there's a pin. I'm not sure what type. It looks like it might be a butterfly. I'm not sure what this is. I'd have to take it out. And these are collaged on here. This will look nice in a journal. Look at these dangles here. Oh, gorgeous! And there's another paper here. Darn Carlos, Joseph, Meri, and Camille do characters in memory of Verdi's creative activity, something or other. This is really cool. I like this a lot. I don't know if I can get it back in there. I'm going to put it like this, if and I can. I don't know if that'll stick on there or not. And I don't know. I have to look at this. I think this is her puzzle piece dangle. She made these. She packs things up really good. Is this the puzzle piece one? I don't know what this is. I can't get into it. Oh, these are, I think these are little grape clusters. She made these, I think. Let me hold it up so you can see them. They're little grape clusters. And they've got little rings on the end of them that you can hang them with. Cute. I'll put them back in here. These I'm going to put in my basket over here, my Becky basket. Well, those are cool. I can see why she wrapped those up really good. I could see where I could lose those real fast. Then I have some envelopes. I believe these are just envelopes to decorate up, put in your journals. Some more here. Envelopes, larger, different sizes of envelopes. If you want to make an envelope journal, and then I think I got some papers here. Some more. Envelopes. It must have been an envelope package because there are different sizes of envelopes here. And then she also put in a priority one. This is to make an envelope journal, I think. It's an envelope pack, and I've got some envelopes that I've been saving for junk mail. I threw a whole bunch away a long time ago, and I started saving them again, so I've got a good start to an envelope junk journal. And we looked at that, we looked at that, we looked at that. We haven't looked at the little, there are some more little bead pieces in here. I'm not going to take them out. I'm going to put them in with these. They're just little different beads, size beads. Rebekah sells a lot of cool things. I don't think, well, yeah, she has sold some stenciled paper before. This is a brooch and a, looks like a butterfly piece here. I'm not sure what this is. It's a butterfly. It's a bead. It's got a hanger up here, but that's a butterfly. And it feels like it's ceramic or that type of a button feel. And then there's a gold medal. That one's pretty. It's a fan. That's very pretty. It's a brooch. And there's two other ones over here. I'm not going to take them out. There's a, let me hold them up so you can see them better. I have a hard time seeing them. It looks like it's a floral type thing. They're gold. I'll use these mixed media pieces. And then, do I dare take another? Looks like I got stuff out here that I didn't put away from the last time. Glue stick. I think this is a little scrap bag. See if I can get in it. And I think these are different scrappy pieces. And she sells them in bundles. And I'll certainly use these. How fun is this? Woohoo! Look at all that. Different pieces. Here's some lacy. I'm going to put that down with my lace, other lace down here. And then these are just smaller pieces that you can slow stitch. I saw a letter or something on here, right there. This looks like it's the beginning of a salvage letter. Very cool. Circle. Yeah, we'll have fun with this. I'm going to stuff it all back in that bag, if and I can. Except for, I think she had this out on the... So, sellers, don't throw away your scraps. There are people who buy scraps. We don't have enough scraps in our life. We have to go buy some. Oh, that fits in there pretty nice. And I'm going to put this one, if I can flatten it out enough. Like this. Get in there. Oh, that'll work. We'll just do it that way and this way. And I'll put this with my slow stitching. This would be nice just to put on a strip of fabric and baste it all down and do slow stitching over it. Make nice needle cases and things. Alrighty. So I think that is my Rebekah haul. Oh, I did get some wire here. No, that's a beaded, I think this is a beaded bracelet. Let me open it up. I think this is a beaded bracelet. I liked it. Don't know if it'll fit my hand though. It fits this. I can't get it over my, oh yeah, I guess I can if I get it over my wrist. There we go. It feels good. It feels good on my hand. I might have trouble taking it off and on, but it feels good in here. All right. So I'm going to put these jewelry pieces. I'm going to put this with my slow stitch. This is going to go back in the envelope in here. These pieces are going to go back in. Let me get the envelope. It isn't like I don't have enough. Let's put these in first. These pieces, and I'm saving out the clusters here and the little sticker pieces, the little thank yous. Whoops, I want to save those out. Thank you, Rebekah. Rebekah sells on Sunday afternoons around 1:30, 1 o'clock. I think it's more like 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Now, is that my ball jar? Did I find it? I found it. No, that's my, well, we can use this. I have a ball jar, a big tall ball jar. But I also have this, I got it Goodwill. And it goes like that. I'm gonna have to get the stickers off of it. And I dropped some lace. Some of this beautiful, beautiful lace. We're going to put my lace in there. I'll put this one on the bottom. And then this eyelet lace. Ouch. All of those pins, my Penelope pins. She said, give them back, Mary. I only found one of them, Penelope. Put those on the bottom. And then I'll just take these and put them in here. If I want some lace, I can just reach in and... Yummy, yummy lace. How is that? Got that at Goodwill for, I think I paid around $4.99 for it. Let's see if the price is on the back. $2.99 for that jar. $2.99. And these I'm saving out. I'm going to play with those. Not tonight, but... And I'll have to find a space for my lace. Then the other thing I wanted to do tonight, and this might take a while because I don't know what's in this box. It was out in the living room. I'm trying to get my boxes out of the living room. I just have a few left in there. I put blankets over it, but still, they need to come out. I've got some prime junk journal envelopes I brought in here. But I have this box. And I'm just going to show it, and then I'm going to put it in my lap. And let's see, I might have to zoom out a little. Let's see what's in here. I think it's mostly papers and stuff. I think I've already sorted. I think these are medium to... Look, I have a whole bunch of seed packets. I've got more that I was saving today. Oh, some postcards. This is just one. I thought these are French postcards that I also got from Rebekah. And this is probably a Rebekah. I'm not sure where that came from. I think this is a Debbie Epps package. So I'm thinking that I can start a junk journal with this stuff. Look, I even have some Crunch and Munch. I used to buy this all the time. Then they raised the price, so I quit buying it. What else do I have in here? Oh, I have a bunch of these die cuts. Some tissue paper. I'm not going to play with the die cuts tonight. I need to find a package for them out here and put them in a spot. We're going to put these papers together. I'm going to go through them. We're going to do a junk journal. The start of a junk journal. Got some Rit dye. I was playing with dye when I was... Here's some other dye. When I was still going with Rusty paper. What's her name? Rusty somebody. Rosemary Rusty. And I got some fabrics in here that looks like it might have come from Miss Jacqueline. And some yarn. And I know Jacqueline will remember this. And more there's a package of lace I can put in that. This looks like this comes from Jacqueline from the dyed cheesecloth. And then I just got a couple packages of lace in here. So let me see what I can find. I don't think I want to work with this yet. The fabrics I might want to look at. I think these all come from Miss Jacqueline. We'll put them up here for now. Love, peace, hope. I think this is a Christmas one. I'm not sure where I got that. And there's some leather piece that I was going to do for Papa Pierre. And it didn't quite fit him. It was to go around the pincushion. Like so. Like a vest. And it didn't quite fit him. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Here's some Jacqueline, or it could be Debbie Epps paper. Jacqueline and or Debbie Epps. This looks like it's Jacqueline. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's Jacqueline paper. Some Christmas cards. Jacqueline paper. Some Japanese paper. This probably came from Miss Rebekah. Could have come from Jacqueline. All right, let's see what I have here. start here. This looks like Jacqueline's ominous package could be. And here, we can use this for a cover. I got 3 journal covers there. We'll pull one out. All right, let's see what I can do with what I pulled out. We'll be visiting this. I have to use this stuff up so I can get more. Let's look at chat. Let's look at chat. It is 8:15, or a little before 8:15. My clock here is a little bit fast. Let me refresh my chat. Top messages. All messages. Jacqueline says, Elise, did Elise pop in? Hi, Elise. Elise is doing wonderful bobbin lace, butterfly. She says, hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Spider 2.0. Welcome in. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in. Teresa Church, Vale is here. Poor Penelope. Yeah. We could take that lace, that vest I was making for her hubby, not her hubby, her man, Papa Pierre, and put it on her somehow. She has a necklace here, a cameo wax seal. Lovely laces, that smoky blue. Isn't that blue beautiful? Oops, I got out of chat. I got an ad. What else is going on here? Poor Penelope. Hey, sweet Vale. Oh, yes, that trim is perfect for sunshine journals. Yes. Hi, Linda Tish. Welcome in. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Jacqueline says, hey, girl, hey. She's saying that to Tish. There's Mina. Hi, Mina. It's good to see you, Miss Mina. Linda says, hi, Mary and friends. Mina is a spider for exotic spider. It's a spider for exotic spider. Is that an ant? There's 2.0. She says, lovelies. And Vale, she's saying hello to Vale. Vale's saying hello to Mina. And 2.0. Mina dropped in. Long time no see, Jacqueline. She was in Jacqueline's sale just a couple hours ago. Sherry Van is here. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Lovely, what did you do? What did you do? Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. She says, thank you. Well, thank you. On some of these, they used to have where you could reply and give them a heart. I don't think I can give this a heart. Thank you, Jacqueline. That is so sweet of you to do. Joyce Boring is here. Karen K. Hi, Karen. Hi. Hey, girl, hey. Jacqueline's starting something. Welcome to your weekend. And hey, girl, hey. Joyce is here. Jacqueline's giggling. Sherry Van is here. Vale is here. I've seen all of these. All right, I'm up at the top. Let's go back down to the bottom. Some Sweet J. All right. Angie Brown. There's that Miss Angie Brown. Angie, you sent me and on my other phone, I can't see Pinterest. So I'll have to look at it on my other phone. I'll come back to this. This is dyed cheesecloth that I got from Mrs. Jacqueline. So we'll use that in the journal. This is what I'm going to use for cover. And I will probably use some of that fabric. It might be Christmassy for the cover. Let's look at the fabric again. Let me put this down here. Let's choose something for the cover first. Let me get these put. I don't want to craft the lunch here. Let's see. Let's check out the fabric. These also came from Jacqueline. Oh, look, there is gold. What a coincidence that Jacqueline would have gold dyed fabric. I always buy her fabrics. Ooh, this one's really pretty, and it's the right size, I think. This is, what is it? I want to say it's butterflies. I think is it bees? I think they're bees. Flying bees. Ooh, how cool is that? And I got 2 pieces of it, so if I want to put some in my, got 3 pieces of it. No, 2 pieces. How did I get gold from Jacqueline? And here's some pink that Jay would like. The other Jay, Mr. Jay. They were teasing him because, what's wrong with pink? He said, I don't want any more pink ATCs. Well, he's a guy. That's why. Ooh, this is cool, too. Ooh, I like this. I'm going to say it's either going to be the gold or I guess that's kind of a tie-dye. And here's some purple, and this is more Christmassy, I think. And look, she gave me some dye to dye this with, I think. She folded it up in there, and I haven't got it done yet. And here's some more Christmas. So, it might depend on what fits. How did I get gold for this might be a little bit small. Well, if I cut the ends off. Ooh, I'm gonna have to turn that fan toward me. It's hot. I'm in love with this. This might be for another journal, though. This is just way too cool, isn't it? And this is that bee fabric too. She was showing some ephemera today that she called, what'd you call it? Wild Child. It was pink and blue. Oh, but these are bees. And there might be some floral in here, but these are bees. This is just way cool fabric. Awesomeness. So let's open up the Crunch and Lunch box. I think it opens here. And let's see if I trim the edges off, I might have enough here. I just might have enough. This almost looks like a cool cover for a sunshine journal. And I don't worry about pressing out the creases, because what happens is when I use that Yes paste, it smooths out the creases. So I think this is going to become the cover. Well, certainly have enough if I trim off the edges here. I'd have enough if I didn't trim the edges. So I'm going to put this like this for now. Well, I want to measure the sizes. And this paper and this, Meri, a gift from Jojo? Who is that? It's a gift. I don't know who it was from. It looks like J-O. I can't. This looks like it's a Jacqueline package. Have to get inside of it here. Cut it, Meri, cut it. I'm not sure where I got this, and I want to say a gift from, who is that? Can you guys read that? Am I holding it up right? Well, I'm still cutting it here. Hold on. I'm lagged. And this is my box. This is not from Rebekah's. Let's skip the ad here. And of course, I got no chat. Come on. Give me my chat. I hate it when it does that. There it is. Juju. Oh, from Juju. Of course, Juju. April. Juju. Of course. Thank you, Juju. How could I forget you? It's stitched paper, kind of quilty papers. And this, is this your work or Rebekah, or, this might be Debbie. Is this Debbie Epps' work or yours, Jacqueline? This might be from Debbie Epps. It's in a separate package. Thank you, Juju. And then I've got some papers here. I think part of this is Rebekah's work. I get it all mixed up when I put it in boxes like this, but usually I get these type of papers from Rebekah. And I get these type of papers from well, I think this is Debbie Epps here. Debbie Epps' work. Pretty sure. True Confessions. And this looks like Debbie Epps here, one of her folders. This is a little journal already made. See, I put all this stuff, I get it all mixed up and then I just put it all in a box. This certainly came from, this was a gift from Lizbeth. This is going to go in the Sunshine Journal. This is from Jacqueline's Crafting Lodge. It's a gift from Lizbeth. Thank you very much. I'll put that with my sunshine stuff. And then let's go under here. Pull all of these out. Tissue papers. Oh, come on. This is from Debbie Epps, I'm pretty sure, because she was selling papers with stencils. Christmas cards. And these French postcards I got from Debbie. I was scanning those and putting them out on for my members. And this is just a folded singer. All right. I'm trying to get through the bottom of all of this. This, I think, came from, dyed from Jacqueline. It says fabric. Very cool. It reminds me of Jacqueline if it didn't come from her. All right, hold on. I got all of this in my hands. All right, let's sort out. These are smaller pieces. Is this another gift? This is the gift from Juju here. I thought I put one up there though. Got another one here. Bless her heart. All right, those are smaller. This is smaller. This is smaller. This is going to go in the Sunshine Journal. I have to do my sorting. Sunshine. I've got sunshine papers here. I've got 10 Sunshine Journals. This, I think, came from Debbie Epps. It's different wallpapers. This came from Meri. And we were doing a Harold Fisher sticker papers. I have some extras here. And This is going to go in my Society of Idea Collector journal, which just happens to be down here. We're just going to put them in the back here. And I think I'll put one of these sticker pages in here too. We'll come back to the Society of Idea Collectors, Miss Dee Dee Willingham. All right, and these are, this is a Jacqueline package, and I want the papers, I think, from it. And the smalls, we'll put all the smalls together. Oh, and it's folded. How did she fold that? I want the larger pieces out. And we'll put all the smalls back in here. She wrapped all this up. It was a large package. Oh, I see what she did. Well, we'll do it that way. I'll save this for transparent art journal page. I'm looking for something to put smalls in. There's smalls over here. Except I don't want to use my French postcards. These are too cool. I'll go up here in my basket. Alright, these will go in the smalls. And they'll get mixed up. They'll get mixed up. Here's a bunch of tags from Jacqueline. Dyed tags. Give me 800 of them, please. Gladly, they're 25 cents a piece. That would be $200. Put those in there. And there's another of those. No, this is an envelope. It has some tags inside of it. Some more small tags. These are Jacqueline Yummies. There's another stitched note paper. Very cool. Some more tags. Some, it looks like some stickers or rub-ons. And an envelope. All right. So I'm trying to get down to the papers. I think I'm gonna put the envelope in the little journal in here too. Envelope and this little journal. I think I might have got this from Jacqueline or Lori, who sells for Jacqueline. This is cute. This will make a nice scribble journal. All right, so there's smalls. I'm going to include these with my largers and large. And these are large papers. Large papers. Large. That's what we're going to start with, are the large papers. These are kind of medium. You should really go in with the smalls. These are Jacqueline's. This is a pack. And I think it's an ominous pack. I'm going to put these, even though I think this is from Jacqueline and this is from Rebekah, I'm going to put them together because of the size. And we'll come back to this. Okay. And these are large. Now these are things that I know I've sorted out before, and they're different. looks like Christmas cards. Looks like cards in here. Cards and envelopes. This is Christmas. Well, there's some stuff in here that's not Christmas, though. Let's pull that out. Well, it is kind of Christmassy. Happy holidays. So this, I think, is Christmas. What that is. A tree, some trees. Yeah, let's put all this back in here. This is all Christmas. That's for another day. I'll put it back in the box. It's pretty. That's another little folded journal, I think. Or journal sizes. It's a Christmas. I probably got this from Jacqueline. She sells little packets of like things. And this looks like Jacqueline here. So we'll have to do Christmas in July or June. I'm going to keep that out. I might keep this out. Oh, and here's a Christmas tree. This will go back in the box. I'm not ready for this yet. So, let's check the size again on this box and see. I'm not going to cover it right away because I'm going to fold up my papers tonight. So, let's cut the... Oh, I can't find my scissors. They're buried in here somewhere. Let's cut the tags off. And this is an old... I used to buy this Crunch and Munch all the time. Now I just buy popcorn and pop it. I don't even put sweet stuff on it. I pop it in oil so it has enough of a... I don't put butter on it. It has... When I do salt it. And it has enough... The oil has enough stickum powder that I don't need... butter or anything for the salt to stick to the popcorn. And just what I need is another journal. That's why we buy all these yummy papers and things. I could keep this, but I'm going to cut it since I've already cut it. If I want to flip, I'll make one. I love that fabric, especially that tie-dyed wild one. All right, so we can get rid of all of this. Don't keep it, Meri. Toss it quick before you change your mind. Now, let's take I don't know if I can find a regular sized one. An 8.5 by 11. These look a little large. Down here, maybe. Not this size. Let's start with these. And I think I'll even have to cut these down. No, I think they'll just fit. So this is... Do I have to zoom out again? I'm sorry, you guys. I've been doing all of this and I've been zoomed in. I zoomed in to show you the... There we go. Let me look at chat again. Hi, Goldie. Aren't these beautiful papers? They're from Jacqueline, Debbie Epps, and Rebekah Wills. It's good to see you, Goldie. How's Lori Beth? Say hi to Lori Beth for us. Goldie is Stephanie. Hi, Belinda. Welcome in, welcome in. It's good to see you. Goldie says, hi, Mary, Linda, Jacqueline, Beck. Did Becky come in? Oh, Becky came in and went to bed. She says, I'm going to shut down for the night. Tippy wants his medicine and I'm exhausted. Good night. Good night, Becky girl. She's gone. I missed her. I need to check chat more often. Fabric bag is Paint Girl Lori's. Really? Very cool. She sells in Vales, in Jacqueline's. That's why it looks like Jacqueline. She and Jacqueline have a lot of the same yumminess. That's wonderful, Becky. I missed Becky. We are loving our new mattress. Well, no wonder she's going to bed. She got a new mattress to snooze on. Angie looks like she went to bed. Angie says, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed to get warm. I'm cold. And here's where Vale told me it was a gift from Juju. And here's where Belinda Smith came in. She says, hi, Becky. Thank you guys for greeting people when I miss them. I do appreciate that. It says Juju. Becky said, this has been a week. Yay for the weekend. Sounds like Becky's had quite a week. Hi to one and all, Becky says. She's gone to bed, but I love it when you guys pop in, and when you're exhausted like that, just pop in and say hello. And yeah, it's so much appreciated, because I know what it's like to get so tired that you're you're on your last eye wink. And Angie says, I may have to sleep in my PJ bottoms tonight. I'm so cold. That's tea packet smell. Smell them. Oh, tea packets. I thought they were little deals of dye. She said, smell them. It's tea, Mary. In with the Christmas fabric. I didn't think to smell them. Trish says, hey, Belinda, happy Friday. Belinda says, hi, Vale, Angie, and Tush. Belinda says, hello, Mary. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. Hi, Sweet Jay. Evening, Elise. Angie says, hello, all. Teresa came in. Poor Penelope. I'm caught up. Let's go down to the bottom before I put my phone away. Goldie says, all three make great papers. Lori's good. She just went by doing chores. Oh, Lori Beth. She just went by doing chores. Aw. How are your little doggies, Goldie? They got some new little puppies not too long ago. What, about 3-4 months ago? All right, let's fold this one in half. Let's fold it in half this way. I think this one is probably a Debbie Epps paper, but if I have it wrong, I apologize. And I want to see how it fits in here. I think it's going to fit just fine. So I'm going to fold the 8.5 ones, and then, whoops, sorry, I hit the phone. Then I might have to cut the larger papers down a little bit. Now, I've made several folded signatures, but I haven't bound anything yet. I need to get binding some stuff. And these are pretty thick papers. These feel like 32 pound. These might be from Jacqueline. All right, so now we're getting into different shapes. Cable stitch knitting. There is a new game out, or I found a new game, and it's a little knitted what do they call those? Yamaguchis or something? Little animals and things. And you choose the color, and if you get the right color, you have to get 3 of them in a square, and then you won that square, and then they pop up another square. These are knitting patterns, it looks like. Oh, this will make a nice journal. And this is only half of that box that I pulled out. I still have half of that box left. And then things like that Christmas pack. Or, I might just work it up even in June. I want to start using things so I can buy more. Of course, I'll buy more anyway. I'll tell you, I read the paper this afternoon. So many yard sales going on. I want to go so bad. This one's stuck together. But I'm not going to. I'm going to stay home and work in the garden. I think we're going to get some more rain either tonight or tomorrow. The ground is wet. I don't have too much left to plant. I got to pay bills tomorrow. End of the month bills. I'll get them paid, and then I'll see how much money I have left over. How much money do you have left? I want some more hosta plants for out underneath the black walnut tree. I don't really need any more. Tomorrow, I have zinnia and wildflower seed that I just want to sow. And now would be a good time to do it because the ground is wet. I'm going to save these out. They're a little odd-shaped ones. And these I'm just going to fold and hope they fit. I might have to trim them down a little for them to fit in the book. But we'll check it out later. I'm pretty sure these are probably Debbie Epps. The music pages. Remind me of Debbie. But to tell you the truth, Jacqueline and Debbie do such nice work. It's kind of hard to tell them both apart. Debbie, this could be, no, I think this is Farmer Expanse. Is that Debbie or Rebekah? I don't think it's Jacqueline. It might be Jacqueline. I don't know. It's pretty cool. These might be Jacqueline pages. Because now I'm getting into some... No, these might still be... This is the scientific stuff. I think this is still Debbie. Science books here. Pretty greens, though. Now this, I know it's Jacqueline. This says Jacqueline all over. It says, I belong. I came from the lovely crafting lodge. This reddish raspberry. And it's embossed. Oh, this is one of those cards. This is so cool. It's embossed here and there. And I think it has a fold in here. Pretty cool. This is more like a cardstock. It's a card almost, and it's embossed down here. I can feel the embossing. There's several of them here. These are papers. Beautiful! And I love the wicking on it because I can journal on the inside, and then I have this beautiful border. This, I think, is Miss Jacqueline. Is that Carol? Hi, Carol. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hi, Light Star. Welcome in, welcome in. Who else did I miss? Goldie says, I need to post them more. They're too adorable. Aw, snuggles are the best. Goldie is talking about her little dogs. Tish said, they are cute, Stephanie. I love watching your videos. My girl is snuggling with me now, Tish says. Goldie says, hi to Lightstar. Lightstar says, you reminded me of an oldie Juju candy, often sold as Juju coins or Juju drops. It's a classic, firm, starch-based gummy candy. Really? Well, I was opening a paper pack and it said a gift from, and it looked like I couldn't read it. And they said it's Juju. Juju is crafting on the back 40. She has a channel and she comes on at 10 o'clock in the evenings when she comes on. Usually after me on the, I don't know if she's coming on tonight, but on the weekends. She and Ginger Cat Pam are late nighters. I think Juju is down south and Pam is on the west coast. Ginger Cat Pam was in Jacqueline's sale tonight. Juju, I think, works during the week. Now, I'm getting a stack of papers here. This will make a nice, of course, it needs to be flattened, but this will make, now, let's see. I think I can still put these might go with the odd papers up here. And these should be cut and put in with the shorts. I think I can still do these. Let me flip these. So they kind of stack better. We'll have some smaller folios here. Asparagus. Elise posted a post about asparagus on Facebook, and I read through that. It was talking about all the benefits of eating asparagus. I'm permitted to share Dinah's good graces for the better of a decade. No small honor for this. Feline is extremely something about company she keeps. She lost her dogs. I'm not sure what she's talking about here. Vegetable roots. Egyptians were eating wild asparagus no bigger than a child's forefinger before the second pyramid was constructed at Giza. But the delicate stalks firmly resisted all efforts at cultivating along the Nile. It took Roman ingenuity to perform the agrarian miracle several centuries later. But the post that Elise posted was about eating asparagus. What was it? 4 tablespoons in the morning and 4 in the evening. And you could take it and blend it like in a blender and make a soft asparagus on it that you could eat 4 tablespoons. And it was supposed to be very, very healthy. And they mentioned all these things that it helped. Is Elise still in here? They're talking, Joyce and Carol are talking. Belinda Smith is here. Hi, Belinda. Did I welcome you in? Hi, Carol. I just got the beautiful fabric. Thank you so much. Carol says, hi, Belinda. Hi, Joyce. I'm happy it arrived. All right, I'm pretty sure this is wallpaper that came from Debbie Epps. And there's a small piece. There's a couple of small pieces that I'm going to put in with the smalls. That bag over there. And I think I can put it in here. Yeah, I'll probably have to do something. It's pretty thick. Well, it's no thicker than that 32-pound though. And this would be pretty print in the signatures. Well, if I can get it folded. I'm just about done here. It's pretty wallpaper. I'm pretty sure this came from Debbie Epps, who is selling tomorrow, I believe, 2 p.m. Central. Debbie Epps, I think that's the name of her channel too. This is pretty cool. This is the last wallpaper one. Now, this one, I don't think I'm gonna fold. So here we are. One, two, let's get these out of the way. Have room for everything. We'll go by the number of wallpapers pages there are. I think there are 5 of them. And then we'll just start 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll use that one 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you guys may not see all the signatures I'm putting. My phone does not show. It's zoomed way out, but you don't see everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just putting them how I folded them, and then I'm just dividing them up. There's no rhyme or reason. Well, the reason is that's how they were stacked up. No rhyme to them. I don't think I'm on the red dot here. No, I'm way behind. I love this one. And I got enough of these heavy ones that... No, I didn't get a heavy one there. Alright. So, I've got 5 signatures. 1. And I might mix up the colors here a little. Red one in there. This one is a little too large. I'll have to trim it down. Music sheet. I might have stolen from here. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, these go in here. And then the wallpaper one, I think I'm going to put in between here. And I'm going to cut this one down right now. He's too big. The best I can. Now, how did I have him? I had this wallpaper one in between here. Maybe the music one. And let's put a red one there. And a blue one. And there we go. So there's one signature. Scraps. Put these up here so I can have room to work. So here's this one, and let's see. I'm going to make this tough on the outside. And let's put a colored one. This one has more white than colors. That's 2 colored ones. A lot of red going on here. Let's put the music one. Is that gonna, that one fit? A white, a green, white, and there's the second signature. I'm thinking they might all fit. I'm not real sure in that box, but I might have to expand the spine anyway. Let's see, I'm putting that at the second page. I need a big thick page for the cover, and this one for the second page. And we'll use the asparagus and red and a blue. Oh, let's do a white or tannish. A blue. And then that one. There's the third thing. This one needs cut down a little. I'm not sure how. That feels good. Now this one is a little thin. I might take one from here. I need one that has a thick. I think I had one that had two thicknesses in here. Yeah, this one. Let's take this one out and put it over here. And the blue. And a text. And a red. And a farm expense. White one, not white, but light, it's tea dyed, purple, a cable knit, and we'll put this one in the center. One more. It's getting pretty thick, but I'm going to use them all. And then I want it to be able to expand. Now it's about the width of that. So I think I'm going to expand my spine when I make this spine for this, or just use 3 signatures. We'll see, because I like to do a lot of the ephemera in my journals, and it alligators out. So we might do. We got another Cracker Jack box in there. Did I fold this one all up? I think I did. So we just have one left. And that would be this. And then I like this one. Wallpaper. And it goes in here. And we'll do let's do a blue one. Beautiful papers, just beautiful papers. From Miss Jacqueline. Mrs. Jacqueline. She's married. And there. Whoops. Yeah, I just will do it that way. Alrighty. This one needs to be trimmed down a little. It's just the tan one here. And then trim it. Is there 2 of them there? Now, let's see how they fit in that. I think they would all fit this way, but then I don't have room to put in goodies. If I was just making a writing journal, it would be fine. But I'm doing more than a writing journal. grab my cracker crunch and munch journal. You see, it's like that. And they would all fit if I didn't. Well, they kind of fit anyway. But I know I'll put in a lot more stuff. And I put a lot in because there's a lot of pages. So I think I'm just going to choose 3. I think 3 would be sufficient. And that gives me plenty of room to put things in here. These I'll save for another day. And these are smalls. These are more things to go in there, and these are my extras. Came out of one of these. Got too many hands here. I mean, not enough hands, too much stuff. Now fit in there. Not without some bending. Get in there. And what do we have up here? What am I reaching for? More tissue paper and fabric. Tissue paper I'm not going to use right away. I might, well, you know, it might be fun to cover some of these with the tissue. This is, that's just the, it's just this color of tissue. And I think there's some black in there. I got this for Halloween. I don't know if I want to use that or not. And these are smalls and mediums. So they are envelopes. I'm just reaching up here to see what I have up above. This is, I think I'll keep this. These I'll need to go in a packet. I'm reaching up here to see what I put up here. These were the gift from Juju. I'll explore all of this after I get my, I just love this fabric. I'm going to keep it out with my, put it in my stack of beautiful fabrics. And the other fabrics I'm going to put away in my, I've got a box that I use for fabrics. Jacqueline, dyed fabrics. Ow. Let me put these behind me. I'll put these away. And I need a big envelope. I have a pink sack here that I'm going to put all my packets in here, if they'll fit. And I guess until I get my journal made, I'll put these back in that box, but I know that they'll go with this journal. And I guess the same with these. I'm going to kind of fold these, because they'll get folded anyway. And these are sticker papers. I got more than one of these. One was on glossy and this is on a matte. So everything I got to put in that journal I'm making. You can see why I know that it expands. Yeah, and let's see, what else do I have up here? Oh, these are sponges that fell out of my rack over here. Put them back in there if I can, someplace. When I want sponges, I'll have them. Trouble is, I'm gonna have to put them in a drawer because there's no space to put them on that rack. Excuse me while I talk to myself here. And this is sunshine paper that I pulled. So I think these are some stickers I got. I think I'm ready to work on my cover. I'll go back in the box. Oh, I have 2 extra signatures. These beads. What I'm going to do with those. I should have 2 of these here. What happened to my other? I don't know. I lose things really fast. I don't need that anymore. All right. So what I'm going to do is, I don't worry about the wrinkling in these, on this fabric when I put it in on the paper, on the pages, because that Yes paste usually smooths it out. And I have plenty. But, yeah, I have to flip it around. But let me come out and look at chat first before I get started on this. Let me refresh my chat. Chat filtered. All messages. Goldie says, good night, Carol. Lightstar says, a lot of people you mentioned sound like names I may have heard over the years from 1997. When I was first on the internet. Might have. A lot of us have been around for a long time. Carol says, I'm off for the night. Good night, all. Good night, Carol. Have a good weekend. Goldie and Steph dropped the link to Rebekah Will's channel. Thank you, Goldie. Goldie Luke Clover. Clover is your newest puppy, right? And Steph is Goldie. I call Steph Goldie because she used to go by Goldie, which was the name of her little dachshund that passed away, went over the rainbow. And thank you for dropping that link, Goldie. That was sweet of you to do that. And to Jacqueline's. Thank you. Thank you for that, Goldie. And to Debbie Epps. Those are the 3 people that I buy from now. Debbie Epps, and Debbie is having a sale tomorrow around 2 p.m. And Jacqueline had her sale. She sells on Fridays around 4 p.m. Eastern. And Rebekah sells on Sundays around 3. Now, I can't make them to all of them every week, or I would be going to 12 sales a month. Well, I can't do that. Well, more than 12. Yeah, it would be 4, 4, and 4. Do 12 sales a month. So I can't do that every 4, 4, and 4. Yeah, it would be 12 sales a month. I can't do it. But I buy from all 3 of them off and on. Those are the main people I buy from, and I'm real happy with them. You love the wallpaper? That came from Debbie Epps. Hi, Joyce. I'm happy it arrived. Joyce got, I think, some fabric from Carol. Joyce said, hi, Carol. I love the beautiful fabric. Thank you so much. And this is where Carol came in, I think. I think I'm caught up with you guys. We're talking about Goldie's new puppy dog. She says, I need to post. They're too adorable. I love watching your, Tush says, I love watching your videos. My girl is snuggling with me. I think I'm caught up with chat. Welcome in, everybody. And if you can't stay, I understand. People, it's getting late. People got a big weekend ahead. I'm going until 10 o'clock tonight. I'm going to put my Yes paste on here, and then I'll put the fabric down on this. The fabric came from Jacqueline, and it's bees. And I think it goes this way. I think I had it upside down because the bees are flying. Well, they're actually flying different directions. That's not a bee. These bees, this one's flying this way. These are flying this way, and this way. These bees are flying in all different directions. But you don't notice it until you stare at it. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of wax paper down. And I'm going to use my Yes paste. Find the beginning of it here. And let's squirt some water on this. I'll find my, of course it's in the last turn. And when I squirt water on the desk, I learned this from making pie crust. And I put, of course I did buy me a silicone baking mat. But if you put water down on your table and you use wax paper and you want to roll out your crust, the wax paper, the water keeps the wax paper from moving around. And that's really good when you're rolling out a crust or you're working on a project. It keeps it in place until it dries. It'll dry out eventually and pull up, but it works for a while. And I'm going to use this. And we're going to put, I guess we'll do this a side at a time. And I do have a palette knife. It's the ridged one, but I don't mind. I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and buy me some more palette knives. I do like Dollar Tree's palette knives. Don't tell them that I'm going to go there or they'll quit selling them. That's how they do it. I've been hoarding. I laughed at myself the other day when I started putting them in a sack. The ones that I bought, the Tombow pens. I like those Tombow markers because they don't soak through your papers. And I can get them at Walmart now. And I'm so afraid they're going to quit selling them that every time I go to Walmart, I buy 2 of them. I think I'm getting quite a collection. I've got enough, really. But then I won't have enough if they quit selling them. All right, now I need my Yes paste. It's down here in the work someplace, and it's getting. I got another jar of it somewhere. I think it might be. Well, I got a small one out, but I think my other large one is packed away. And these, about this size of Yes paste, will cost you about $50 now, approximately, unless they go on sale. They're pretty darn expensive anymore. So, and this is getting kind of, I got that fan blowing hair in my eyes. Hold on. And you want to kind of use it thin. I usually put a goop of it on my palette knife, and then I spread it out. I'm going to do this a little at a time here. But you do have a good working time here. And the other thing I like to do when I'm using a larger jar is I'll scrape around the edges and make sure I get all the edges off before I dig down. Yeah, I got a lot of it on there. Now I'm getting it on my fingers. And Becky looked up the open time for me one time, and she was in here when I was using it, and she said it has an open time of 15 minutes to where you adjust your piece that you're gluing down. And I do appreciate an open time. It means that it's still adjustable. See, that's pretty sticky in there. Get some on the corners here. And I can feel if it's got paste on it or not. When I take my knife across it, you can feel, because it's kind of dragging, you can feel it drag on the glue. If it's over here, it doesn't drag, it just smooths across it. So I think I've got this pretty good. And also you can tell how the light shines on it if you have your cardboard at a certain angle. You can tell what areas have glue and what don't. So let's put the fabric down on it. Here. And I am going to do it this way to... And it doesn't matter whether I have this upside down or not, because I can flip this to the right side. It'll matter when what I count as the front and what I count as the back, but for right now it doesn't matter too much. And if I just get this glued down first, and these bees are flying every which way, and let's smooth out the wrinkles here, because your yes paste will smooth out these wrinkles. Let's see, it doesn't start until right here. And this is not part of this will be what goes in, and this will be what goes in. But let's just say I have this upside down right now. I don't think it's going to matter much because the bees are flying in every direction. But let's just say it's upside down now. If I flip it like this, it would be right side up. Because see, well, like this. And then when I flip it, if I flipped it this way, yeah, it would flip it right side up. But it doesn't matter because this fabric, the bees are flying every direction. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's just continue putting glue on this. What did I do with my... We'll do the spine next. Help if I take the lid off. And actually, I think I have this a different direction because this was right side up for me when I glued it down first. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter one whit. So this is me using up my stash, and I have an awful lot of stash that needs to be used up. All right, we're just going to fold this over. And this doesn't have much of a gutter to it. If you were doing these separately, you would probably leave a little 1/8 of an inch gutter. But since this folds this way, the gutter is just practically non-existent. It's a fold, not a gutter. And let's check it over on the other side and make sure that it's nice and smooth, and it is. And let's go back this way, and let's do this side. Now see, this will have, well, this is actually a thread, not a wrinkle. Let's get that thread out of the way. I got this fabric from Jacqueline, and some of her dyed. I bought a piece from her tonight, this afternoon. I'm really happy to get it. I had my me in there ready to go before she was finished showing. I kept saying, Jacqueline, sell it fast. I'm ready. She was describing it all, and I said, I know. Let's buy it. Don't get anybody else interested in it. I got it. Boy, I hit that me pretty fast. I wanted it. I was looking for something like it was an embroidery table runner. And of course, when you buy things like that, you don't care if they have holes or loose threads, or when you're buying it for art journaling. And she dyed it. And I said, yes, I want it, please. Now, I have a, hold on. Let me grab a paper down here. Put it under here. I'm going to have to get my new magazine out. My fingers are sticky. Now I probably have enough on here to finish this out. What's on my spatula, but I'm going to put just a bit more up in here. Just a bit more. Get in there. And I can feel it. When I drag my knife across, I can feel it. If it has glue on it. And now I want to put this over because I know it has wrinkles in it. Make sure that they're smoothed out. And they are. Very nice. So now, see, see, my wax paper is dried out, but I'm done with that part anyway, so I'm just gonna kind of maybe clean my hands off a little here. So that glue off of my fingertips. Clean some of it off of my knife. The water will clean your knife too. This glue is water soluble. So if I put this in my paint jar, which I have filled with water, it will wash it off real nice. Let me throw this paper away and put my palette knife away. And my hands are still sticky, but I'll be using that again, so let's put the lid back on this for now. And I want to, my hands are sticky. I'm not quite done with gluing yet. I'll be getting sticky again because I want to do the inside here. And I think I'll trim this a little. I don't know if I can tear that or if I have to cut it. I'm still sticky here. I've refilled my hand sanitizer. I got a big old bottle of it from 2020. And I only use it in here, so it lasts me, well, I bought 2 bottles. I used one of them up. I think one I used up, I refilled a couple times. Okay. So now I have to decide, what do I want to put in here? How about some sunshine paper? Because I have it here from Jacqueline. How about some sunshine? If I put it this way, I have enough fabric to cover it. And this side I'm going to trim a little, and the 2 ends. I could almost make a pocket in there. We'll decide later. So let's use a sheet of that. And let's see where I want to trim this. Well, if and I measure, from here to here, I got it pretty even. Hard to see the lines here. And the one is there. Oh, those are centimeters. Where's my inches? The zeros there. So it's about 1 3/4, maybe 1 1/2. It's hard to see on that ruler. Let's get a plastic one, see if it's any better. 1 and 1 1/2, 1 and, well, I'm going to call it 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 over here. And I want to pull this up a little. 1 3/4 would be right in there. And get a pin. Hold on. 1 3/4. It's 1 1/2. Would be right there. Right there. Now I don't know if I can tear this. I might have to cut it. We're gonna find out. Oh, it tears good. Yay. And of course I got some yumminess. And so we want 1 3/4 off of this. What did I do with my pen? And I put my ruler back. I don't need this right now. Let's put it up for a minute. And I guess I could measure 1 3/4 if I put this even with. I need a straight edge again. Let's just mark it. 1 3/4. Here. And I'm guessing here it'll be pretty even here. Not quite, but it doesn't have to be quite. So let's tear that. And we want to mark this one. This is the wrinkly side here. It's not too bad though. Where's my ruler? I didn't put it back. Where'd I put it? This is the metal one. Where's the plastic one? Up here. Put this one away. And I think I only need to make one mark up here. It'll be pretty close. All right, and there's the half right in here. And we will tear this. It's probably 1 3/4 is almost too much, but I think I'll use it. Now the question is, do I want to put my paper above it or under it? My paper up here. Do I want it like this or do I want it like this? I think I like it under it. And then I'll put washi tape. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to, I should have made the sides a little longer. I'll put washi tape around this. Or I could use a different paper. I have out here, I have this New York. I don't know if I want this though. British Retreat. I don't know. I don't want that. I want something. I don't want anything with war. So let me think here. I have. Let me turn around and see what I have. I've got more fabric. Let me think. I don't really want to use fabric. I have a prime bag, prime envelopes. I could use the back side of a prime envelope. And it would just be brown. I'm not sold on that either. I'm still thinking. I have some of this contact paper, but I'm not sold on that. I'm looking for something that I want to put in there. You don't want to see behind my desk when I do this stuff. And it gets pretty convoluted. Let's see, what did I put back in here? I got these Braille pages. That's a thought. I like the idea of using a Braille page. And have you guys tried to color over the Braille dots to make them come out? I don't know if I can do that or not. But I kind of like the idea of doing this Braille. And would that just about fit, but not quite. But I have this beautiful washi tape that would fit in there. Above and use lace. Oh, let's see what she's saying. Hi, Margaret Hernandez, welcome in. A little better than Amazon. No washi lace. No washi. Use lace. I think I'm hearing you. I think I like that idea. We have that beautiful lace that I got from Rebekah tonight. Let's see. Dale says, I was so focused on crafting, I have no idea that there's no power outages happening all over parts of Ontario from high winds. Mother Nature sure does what she wants whenever she wants. I kind of like what you're telling me. Don't use washi, use lace. I like that. Yes, it's going to be a journal cover. It was a Crunch and Munch popcorn box. And I have 3 of them that I'm just trying to use up stuff. And this, I don't know, can you see the bees on here? This was dyed fabric from Jacqueline. And these are bees, and they're flying different directions. And she dyed this fabric. And I really do like it. And I'm just I made 3 signatures. I'm just using up my scraps, Margaret. And I'm going to put 3 signatures in here after I get my journal made. And it will be thin enough. I don't know if you can tell with the overlap here, but it will be thin enough that I can put in a lot of ephemera. I'm trying to use things up. I actually made 5 signatures out of the papers that I had. So, I like the idea of using lace. Let's see, what else did I miss? Is that going to be a journal cover? Yes. Goldie, hi. Goldie, hi, Margaret. Hi, Lisbeth. Lisbeth, I found a paper pack that you gifted to me in my box that I was exploring tonight. Thank you so much for this. It's from Lisbeth. It's going to go in my sunshine journal. It's sunshine. Thank you, Lisbeth. And Lisbeth, we are going to plant that zucchini. I showed it to my brother, and we're going to have some more zucchini. Zucchini germinates really fast. It and watermelon and the cucumbers germinate really fast. And actually, it's kind of nice to have extra seed, because sometimes the zucchini, even though it germinates fast, doesn't always turn out. Oh, I lost my chat. Sew it or glue it in? I'm going to glue it in. The lace? The glaze I'll probably put in with fine art glitter glue. I'm going to put that paper down. I think I'm going to use the Braille paper. Yeah, we're going to use the Braille paper. And I'll have to pick out some lace. But I do like the idea of doing the lace. What do you think? The Braille, I love the feel of it. But I'm wondering if I can bring it out with a little... No, signatures are glue. The signatures I am going to put on a separate... I'll make me a separate piece here. And the way I do that is I make another piece that fits on here. And then I stitch my let's just say that this is the width of my spine. Then I'll take my signatures and stitch them on here, and then I will put it down, glue the whole piece down. Do I have a journal that I've done that way out? I don't know if I have one. See if I have a journal that I've done that with. Look, I have this that I got at that. All my ink pens fall. There's another one. I'm looking to see if I've got a journal that I don't usually keep them here at the foot of my chair. No. I don't have one nearby me that I can show you how I do it, but I think you got the idea. In fact, let's just do it now. Let's get a stiff piece of paper here. I want something really stiff. Stiff and wide. I don't know how, it's not quite wide enough. I used up all my stiff paper. Hold on, I'm getting what I need here. Let's put these back. Hold the phone a minute. I don't plan this stuff out. I hunt as I go. I don't want to dig through all of that. All right. I think this one might work. It's pretty thick. And what I'll do, this one's too short. What I will do is measure this in the spine, and it's just about the width of the spine. Let me put this back up. It might be a little bit too wide. I have to cut it down just a little. This is the spine. So maybe get it on the fold here. It's not going to be much. Now let me mark this because it's going to be covered anyway. And the others is right in here. So I need this cut down just a teeny bit. I think I'll try to do that on my trimmer. I don't know. We will try it. I don't need this out. It's easier to not have it out. I'll put that right. That's just about on the mark. Like this. Let me put my trimmer back. So it will fit in there. Now I put a piece of fabric over this before I put my signatures in. Let's go ahead and mark this. Cut this down. I'm just going to cut this with my scissors. Now, I have to find some fabric that I like. Because this will go on first. This will go here. And I could cut this if I wanted and bring it out to the ends. And I might do that, but if I cut it, I might just do it like that. Let's see. This is, well, if I fold this in half, it still wouldn't come out to the ends here. It'd still be about a ½ inch, but that would cover it up. So I might cut this in half. Let's do that because the fabric will cover it up. I'll show you what I mean. And let's do this. Let's do it with the... I should have put my trimmer away. I'm just going to cut this by hand because it'll get covered up anyway. It's my white pen. Hold on, I don't want a white pen. just, and don't mind any marks that get on this stuff because it'll all get covered up. So I'm going to cut this sprocket off. Could leave the sprocket on, but I'm going to cut it off. I got more Braille paper from her. Got a whole pack of it, a whole folio of it. Now I'm going to cut this in half. So half will go here and half will go here, and I'll have enough, I will have enough fabric to pull over this way on each side. So let's cut this long. Don't even need to cut it. I could probably tear it, but I will cut it. Now, these will go here and here. My spine will get covered with fabric and go there, and then make sure this is on the folds. And this, of course, will come in here and in here like that. And the fabric piece that's on this will come over this way about an inch or so. But this will not go down here. I'll glue this down here, but it will not go on here until I put the signatures on it. And I might put another, this feels awful thin. I wanted something stronger. So now what I want is a piece of coordinating fabric to put on here. And I don't think I want to use this again. I want something that contrasts with it. So let me look over here at this fabric. I haven't put it away yet. It's over here someplace I saw. Let's see what Jacqueline sent me. I have more gold, but I don't think I want to use gold. This is Christmas. We got this pretty lavenderish blue. That's pretty. Got the pink, and I got more gold. I want something to contrast. I have that beautiful this beautiful piece that I kept out here. Hold on. Let's see what I have. It's here. It's buried. I bury things awfully fast when what I do with it. Hold on. It's here. Right here. I have this. And this is also B. But the reason I don't want to use this is I'm leaning toward this purple. We'll see. This is awful pretty. But, well, I wouldn't need... let's get these out of the way. Let's get the papers out of the way. See, I would be covering up some of it, but I kind of like that. And let's see, I think this is darker over here. I could do it this way and get darker on each side. And that would make a nice contrast. And maybe about an inch on each side, an inch and a half. Let's see, I think this is an inch and a half. Let's measure. an inch and, let me measure here. I can't see the, oh, about 1 3/4 inches. So if I have 1 inch here, I'm lending toward 1.5 inches. So I'm lending toward 3 1.5 inches here, 1.5 inches here, and 1.5 inches here. That would be 1, 2, 3 inches this way, 4.5 inches of this. 4.5 is coming right. Do I have it right? Right there. And that would give me a beautiful purple. I think that is what I'll do because I like it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to cut it right here. Tear cut it. And I'm going to tear it all the way down. And that leaves me this much to play with. I love what she did on that. And then I'll have a little bit more in here too. I might just fold it up, and I've got some fabric that I got from Jacqueline that I'm hoarding, and I folded up and put it in a little stack. And I might put that in a stack. All right, so I've decided on that. So let me get this other fabric put away. And we'll cut this down. Let's see, I want the bees. And I'm going to leave about 1/2 inch to fold under that way. Maybe a little bit more, because I've got plenty. So maybe right about there. And I'll keep this out to play with. Put it in my Becky bucket. So what I have now is, let me get this in view here. Let me get my ruler put away so I don't lose it. My scissors up here. So this will get glued down here. And this will get glued down here. We'll do that next. Just like that. Then this will be glued, the fabric will glue on here. And I'll fold it under like that, but I'll leave these flaps. And when I put this down, it'll go down in the center, but I'll have my signature stitched on here before I glue it down, and then I'll glue it down and center it on here. And then I'll have my braille there. I wish I could bring those braille dots out a little. I don't know, it's just, I don't think they're stout enough to, I think if I try putting something on it, it'll soak inside the paper. I could try putting some watercolor on there. Have you guys worked with braille? Have any of you worked with braille in here? I could experiment and see if watercolor would nest into the braille dots. Let me refresh my chat. I guess the only way to find out is to try it. Goldie says she hasn't. I guess the only way to find out is because I got more braille. Mary, drag a stamp pad over the dots. Maybe purple to match the fabric, Lisbeth said. Let's try it. I think I like that idea. And I'm going to do that before I glue it down. And I think it's braille on both sides. When I feel it, it feels the same on both sides, to tell you the truth. I don't know how they do braille. They probably read it this way. It'd be fun to study, wouldn't it? To read braille, close your eyes and try to figure out what they're telling you. All right, let's take this off, leave this on. And I don't know if I have a purple. Let's see what glues, let me get the fabric that's all in my lap. Let me put this fabric away. Let's try, let's look at my stamp pads. I don't know if I have a lavender or a purple. Maybe if I put my ink on a sponge. Let's see what I have here. I've got blue. This though is, yeah, this is archival blue. I've got a cobalt blue, and that's more of a sky blue. I've got a reddish color. I do have this orange marmalade, might work. And that's black. I dropped the pad down here. Where did it go off to? I guess I'll find it when I find it. There it is. That's distress. I want something archival. I don't want distress. Let's see what. I don't think I have a. I've got coffee and another blue, and that's dye. That's takes a long time to dry. Fern green, watering can, fern green, and watering can again, watering can, watering can, watering can. I've got 3 watering cans. I got them on sale. I found a whole bunch at a I got hydrangea. That might be a purple. Let's see what the hydrangea is. Hydrangea might be our one that we want. Yeah. That's it. So we won't go any further. We'll put all these away. Let's see. I like to keep my one that I use, my black that I use a lot. I like to keep those out on top. Then I don't have to dig through them. Put these away. I like these archival inks. Maybe a purple, she says. I put them on my little revolving cart over here. That one up there. On the very tippy top. All right. Now we need to experiment and see. And I put those sponges. I don't know. Do I have a sponge out? I have a sponge out. I'm going to try it on here first. And these are like little pin pricks. I wonder if I take my pen and prick this. Make some braille, Mary. Of course, this goes all the way through. This is embossed more than pricked. And I'm not going to do it in any pattern. I'm just going to poke holes. And of course, my paper's creasing. Now, I can feel some in there. Now I want to take my sponge and my hydrangea ink, and I want to try it on here. Well, it's getting into the background, and I can see the pin pricks. I guess the best thing is just to try it on here. And of course, you know, I got two sides. So if I experiment on one side, I think I like it. Now let's try just doing this. Oh, that works better. That works better, just taking your ink pad. Just like that. So let's do it on this side for real. And I threw my wax paper away. Get my... Now, where did it go? I lost my blue book. Oh, I'll just use another sheet. A cheaper wax paper. And some of this will get covered up, so I'm not too worried about that. Good idea. Let's try the other one. You never know until you experiment. Thank you, Lisbeth. That was a great idea. You're probably telling me stuff that I'm missing. Do I like that? Let's flip it over and see what this one does. I like this one better. Now the edges will be covered up, but let's go around the edges just for the fun. Or we might cover the fabric up with the edges. Let's see. Let's just go around the edges for the fun of it. And this is archival hydrangea. And I think I got this one on sale too. I go to they call it an antique mall, but it's more like or it used to be, I haven't been there for a while. It's more like a upgraded. It's not a thrift shop because they don't sell at thrift prices, but you find a lot of things there that you would not find in a antique store. It's kind of an upgraded thrift store. But I haven't been there for a while, but I found these ink pads, a whole bunch of them on sale a couple years ago. And most of them were blues and watering cans. But I think I've got this hydrangea there. Ooh, I'm loving this. All right. Let me look at chat. I almost put somebody in timeout. Teresa says, Cody says, I need to make more cacklebird stickers. I haven't drawn new ones since I got Clover. Well, go do that. Cacklebirds. You draw cute cacklebirds. That worked great, didn't it, Goldie? Lisbeth, that was a great idea. Goldie Delicious, you're not supposed to get a tan that way. Goldie says, yeah, it's not bad enough for the doctor, just bad enough to complain. Did you get a sunburn? Lisbeth says, I think if you drag the whole pad across just the top of it, it would hit the top. Yeah, I learned that. But then I had to go in and put the borders in. She was telling me stuff. I got it. Brenda says, ouch. Goldie, what did you do? You burnt your arm on the 400-degree oven. Oh my goodness. Ouch. That would be hot. What were you cooking? Teresa says, my cousin taught sign language at the college in Florida when she was 15. Wow. Yellow would pick up the yellow fabric as well. Oh. Oops. I have that orange marmalade. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I'm happy with this. So we'll keep this out. This might be a good for this journal. But now my hands feel grimy again. Let's throw these away. We'll keep that sponge out for another day. And I don't have room for my ink pens anymore. Oh, my bowls are full of ink pens and other stuff. All right, let me put these back. I might want them for scratch paper again. And let me get another towel out. My fingers feel grungy. And we're going to put these down. Let me get the... That was a great idea, Lisbeth. Where'd you learn that? Lisbeth sent my brother some zucchini seed. He was having trouble finding zucchini seed. He finally found some, and he planted it, and it's coming up. But we're going to plant what Lisbeth sent. I've got some more spaces we can put it in. And it'll do good over there if he doesn't run over it. I criticize how he backs out of the garage, because he doesn't need a half of a block to back up. I keep telling him that. And he ran over our rhubarb plant. He said, I didn't run over it. And I said, yes, you did. I saw it. I was sitting in the driver's seat. I said, you ran over the rhubarb plant. Well, I didn't do that. No. And I said, you couldn't see it. You were doing it. You ran right over it. And then we have no more rhubarb plant. I tried to plant one, but it's not coming up. I think I tried it and a daylily. I think the daylily's coming up, but all right. I think I knocked that white ink pen off on the floor here. Let's put this in my journal. Now, the question is, do I want to put these down first? I think I do, now that I have this yumminess. Let me get these out. Hold on. Let me see if I can turn my camera a little. Let me get adjusted here. I might have to take that wax paper out. I'll leave it there for now. Let me see if I can turn my camera just a little this way. Might see it a little better. So if I fold this down first, let me get that out. It's in my way. If I fold this down first and put this over it, the dark will show. But if I put this down first and fold over it, the dark won't show. Unless I cut this down a little bit more, but even if I cut it down more, and I could color in more. So should I put this on top? I think I like it on top better. What do you guys think? I think I like the purple on top. Let's do this side. Thank you, Teresa. She says, welcome to the Fibdiggity Creators. Did you just join? Or are you just welcoming people? Did you just join, Teresa? The paper on top, Goldie says. Welcome, Teresa. I'm going to have to bring this dark line down a little bit more so I know where to put my paper. On top. I think I agree. Paper on top. Okay. So, yep. Marguerite says top. Everybody agreed with Marguerite, top. So let's put these aside for now and do the, I think I already lost the wind blows my things around over there. I think I'm going to have to get up and hunt my spine down. So if I do this here, and we're going to cut in here, because we don't want all of that. So we're going to cut, and we're going to fold it this way, and we're going to cut this angle out. But before I do all that, let me hunt up those pins that I hid. And I'm going to mark this down, so it'll get covered up anyway, but I need to know where my spine is. And I'm just marking along the fold line of the box. Okay. And I don't want to mark on the fabric because it will soak through. Or I could do it this way and cut. I think I got to get it closer to me. Yeah. So we want to cut an angle out here. And then bring this over. So and I'm not going clear to the top. And I'm going to cut a triangle out here if I can. And glue that down and bring this over. Now I have a lot here. I don't really need that much, but I'm going to work with it. And let's do the same thing over here. Fold this up. Bring it around this way. We'll save the little scrappy scraps. And I don't go clear to the top. I leave about a 1/4 inch. I don't know if that's a way to do it or not, but that seems to work for me. And then cut a triangle. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I don't quite have it there. Bring that in that way. No, bring this one down. And fold this one over this way. And I might want to cut some off in here when I fold it over this way. And this way, I might want to cut some of this off. Up here. So it doesn't, so it folds nice. Like this. Yeah. And the same over here. Fold it this way. And so we'll cut. We'll cut some of this off. You don't really have to do, I've never really, I'm just feeling my way here. So let's go ahead and glue these down. And glue this down. First, we'll glue the top sides. We'll glue these down first. No, I guess my spine is still here. Something's still up there. I'll go ahead and put this there for protection. And I already put my spatula in the water, so I need to get that out again. What time is it? Oh, you know what? It's 10:30. It's way past 10 o'clock. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to finish this Sunday night. I went a half an hour over. But we're going to make our folds here, and we're going to put the braille down on this. I love this. I might go over this a little bit more. It doesn't really show in here. I might take my pad and go over this a little bit more. And we'll work on this Sunday night. I'm way past my quitting time here. Is Goldie, do you know if Juju's on? Is Juju on? I don't see her. Sometimes I see her. She may be waiting for me to go off. Juju is on. Would you drop a link to her channel? I went way over my time. I meant to leave at 10 o'clock. Would you? Can you drop a link? I'll wait till you drop a link. I'll say goodnight to everybody. Angel Rose. Hi, Vanessa. There. She dropped a link to Juju's channel. If you're still up, hi, Kim Marie and Andrews. Welcome in, Kim Marie. Oh, she says, hi, Meri. I miss you guys. I'll try to watch Sunday. I go on at 6 p.m. Central on Sunday. So I want to bop off. If I miss saying hello to you, Vanessa, it's good to see you. I almost missed you. I'm always missing Vanessa. And Teresa, welcome in to the Fib Diggity Creators. So I'm going to go ahead and bop off. You guys have a good weekend. Take care of yourself. If you're in any storms, be careful. I think most of the country is going to have nice weather. I think we're going to have rainy weather. Bye, everybody. I will see you Sunday night. Thanks for spending a Friday night with me. Bye.